Boarding requested. Do you want to board crew? Crew boarding starting.
Konnichiwa. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board Singapore Airlines Flight SQ622, a service to Kansai International, Osaka. This is the Commander of Flight Captain Vincent Lim speaking of some information about our flight. The Deputy Commander is Senior First Officer Kyung Chi Hong, and in the cabin looking after your safety and comfort, we have 11 cabin crew led by the in-flight manager, Mr. Derek Low. Remind you that if you need any special attention, all crew will be at ready to assist you. Flight time this afternoon, we're looking at 5 hours and 30 minutes, 5 hours 30, and we should be arriving Kansai International on schedule. Weather-wise, according to the weatherman, we can expect some weather en route, so in the interest of safety, do have your seatbelt safely fastened whenever seated,
Your crew
or
has
when
boarded.
the seatbelt sign is turned
Passengers boarding starting.
on. Latest updates on Osaka weather will be given as we approach. So meanwhile, enjoy the flight and thank you for choosing Singapore Airlines as part of your travel plan. As of now, we're just waiting for the last two baggage containers to be loaded, and we should be on our way soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard SQ622 to Osaka. We are pleased to be carrying passengers of our Star Alliance partners. All electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode. Please approach our cabin crew if you require assistance. We wish you a pleasant flight.
皆様こんにちは。シンガポール航空 SQ622 便大阪行きをご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この便はスターアライアンスメンバーとのコードシェア便でございます。大阪までの飛行時間は5時間30分を予定しております。出発に際しましてすべての電子機器は機内モードに設定してください。この便の機長はキャプテンリム、客室責任者はミスターデリック・ロー、日本人乗務員は機内広報私村井でございます。ご用の際にはお気軽にお声をかけください。
Cabin crew, all doors are closed. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to the safety video which will now be shown.
皆様、ただいまより機内の非常用設備についてご案内いたします。前方のスクリーンをご覧ください。
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines as the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft. Please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate.
Unlocking gear.
There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat. Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. In an emergency evacuation, floor-level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit. Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind. To put on your life vest, remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. Lightweight electronic devices, such as mobile phones and tablets, must be switched off or set to flight mode. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
Tower Singapore 622 Heavy at runway 02 left ready for departure to the east.
Singapore 622 Heavy wind 010 at 5. Departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 02 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 02 left Singapore 622 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
皆様お待たせいたしました。離陸いたします。シートベルトをもう一度お確かめください。
at runway 6 right, ready for departure IFR to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, shuttle 1845, altimeter train.
皆様こんばんは。Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We'll be commencing our descent procedures into Kansai International in about 5 minutes. I will be landing at 9:30 at night. Local time now is 8:42, and there's a time difference of 1 hour between Singapore and Japan. Weather-wise, according to the weatherman, we can expect clear skies with a surface temperature of 6 degrees Celsius or 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Wish a pleasant stay in Osaka and hope to see you again very soon. On behalf of Singapore Airlines and all the crew, thank you once again for choosing Singapore Airlines as part of the travel plan. Cabin crew prepare for arrival. Thank you.
皆様、機内ではごゆっくりおくつろぎいただけましたでしょうか。残しますところ約45分ほどの飛行でございます。これより当機は徐々に高度を下げ、最終の着陸態勢と入ってまいります。日本とシンガポールの間には1時間の時差があり、ただいまの日本の時刻は午後8時42分。皆様の関西国際空港ご到着予定時刻は午後9時30分頃予定しております。到着地の天候は良好、気温は6度でございます。
Ladies and gentlemen, before our arrival in Osaka, all passengers must complete a customs declaration form. If you are traveling as a family, only one form is required. You may also complete the form electronically through the Japan Customs Declaration app. Foreign visitors must also complete a disembarkation card. Bringing animal products or plants into Japan is prohibited. If you are carrying any of such products, please approach the respective animal or plant quarantine counters in the baggage claim area. Passengers who had close contact with livestock prior to arrival in Japan or plan to have close contact with livestock in Japan must proceed to the animal quarantine counter in the baggage claim area. In preparation for arrival, please return to your seat, put your seat back upright, and fasten your seat belt. Secure tray table and handset. Please also note where the emergency exits are located. Thank you.
皆様に日本ご帰国に際して必要な書類についてご説明いたします。税関申告書は皆様必ずご記入ください。なお、ご家族でご旅行のお客様は代表の方がご記入ください。税関申告アプリをダウンロードしていただきますと、電子申告もご利用いただけます。海外からハム、ソーセージなどの肉製品や果物、野菜、切り花などの植物を日本へ持ち込むことは禁じられております。肉製品をお持ちのお客様は動物検疫カウンターへ、植物をお持ちのお客様は植物検疫カウンターに必ずお立ち寄りください。なお、検疫を受けずに持ち込まれた場合は罰則が適用される可能性もございますのでご注意ください。海外にて家畜への接触を行った方、または日本にて家畜に接触する可能性のあるお客様も到着後動物検疫カウンターにお越しください。皆様、この飛行機は間もなく着陸いたします。シートベルトをお締めください。お座席のリクライニング、テーブルを元の位置にお戻しください。着陸前にお近くの非常口の位置をご確認ください。
Cabin crew, secure the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seat belt is securely fastened. Thank you.
皆様、まもなく着陸いたします。シートベルトをもう一度確かめください。
Singapore 622 Heavy, turn next taxiway. Singapore 622 Heavy, contact ground on 121.6.
Welcome to Osaka, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments and remember to take all your belongings with you. It's been our pleasure serving you on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
皆様、関西国際空港に着陸いたしました。ベルト着用のサインが消えますまでは、お座席にお座りのままお待ちください。頭上の物入れは飛行機が完全に停止してからお気をつけてお開けください。なお、お忘れ物のございませんようご確認ください。皆様、ご搭乗ありがとうございました。この次もどうぞ、スターアライアンスメンバー、シンガポール航空をご利用くださいますよう、乗務一同心よりお待ちしております。
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft. Deboarding requested.